Did you know there's one simple exercise you can do every day that has the power to lower your blood pressure, protect your heart from future attacks, and help you feel more energized without needing a gym, fancy shoes, or even leaving your home? If you're over 60, you've probably felt the changes already. Maybe you get tired more easily. Maybe your blood pressure readings keep creeping up. Maybe your doctor keeps adding prescriptions, and you're wondering if this is just how it's going to be from now on. But the truth is, it doesn't have to be. There's something you can do every single day that takes just minutes, and it's backed by science and supported by doctors. And it's not extreme. You don't have to run, lift heavy weights, or push your body to the brink. All you need is your body, a small space, and a few minutes of intention. Now let me ask you something. Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night feeling restless, maybe a little anxious, or with your heart beating a little faster than usual? Or maybe you've noticed that when you get up too quickly, your balance feels off, your heart races, or you need to pause to catch your breath. These signs are your body's way of speaking to you. But here's the good news. Your body still wants to work with you, not against you. Even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, you can do exercises that gently train your heart, support your blood vessels, and help your entire cardiovascular system function more smoothly. And today I'm going to walk you through 5 incredibly effective movements that seniors are using daily to lower blood pressure naturally and reduce the risk of heart attacks. You won't need any machines, no gym trips, not even a yoga mat. What you will need is a chair, a wall, and a bit of space to move. And maybe most importantly, an open mind. Because sometimes the simplest things are the most powerful. In fact, the first exercise we're going to talk about is something you've probably done your whole life, but with a new twist that makes all the difference. Exercise 1, seated marching. This is perfect for those who have knee pain, balance concerns, or just want to start slow. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Now lift your right knee up toward your chest, just a few inches is fine, then lower it back down. Then do the same with your left leg. You're simply marching in place while seated. But here's what's really happening. As you lift your legs, your thigh and core muscles activate. That movement pulls blood upward through the large veins in your legs, sending it back to the heart. This gentle pumping action reduces the strain on your heart and supports better circulation. Over time, this can lower systolic blood pressure, yes, even without standing up. It might seem too easy, but studies show that just 10 minutes a day of consistent leg engagement, especially in older adults, has a measurable impact on cardiovascular performance. Why? Because your heart doesn't work alone. It's part of a system that includes your lungs, your muscles, and your nervous system. And the more you gently engage those pieces together, the more balanced your heart rate and blood pressure become. Plus, seated marching is a great way to wake up your core without straining your back. It also helps with coordination. As we age, our reaction time can slow down, and our body-brain connection can get a little rusty. But marching in place, especially when you pick up the pace a bit, strengthens those neural pathways. Think of it like tuning up your internal wiring. And if you're the type who gets distracted or feels bored easily, here's a trick. Put on your favorite song and march to the beat. Even better, sing along. Now you're working your heart, your lungs, and even your mood, all at the same time. One of our viewers, 82-year-old Joanne from Ohio, started doing seated marches each morning while watching the weather report. At first, she could barely lift her legs an inch, but she stayed with it. After 3 weeks, she told us she was going longer, her knees felt more stable, and she wasn't as winded climbing her porch steps. Her blood pressure dropped 8 points on the top number. That's not a fluke. That's what steady, smart movement does for you. Exercise 2, shoulder rolls with deep breathing. This is more powerful than it sounds. Why? Because tension in your shoulders and neck can restrict blood flow, raise stress hormones, and indirectly affect your heart rate and blood pressure. Sit or stand comfortably. Inhale slowly as you roll your shoulders up toward your ears, then exhale as you roll them back and down. Repeat this slowly for about 30 seconds. What you're doing is releasing trapped tension, physical and emotional. As your shoulders loosen, your chest opens. That creates more room for oxygen, which reduces strain on the heart. Deep breathing also activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and repair mode. This lowers cortisol levels, which in turn stabilizes blood pressure. You're training your body to calm itself naturally. It's like teaching your heart and your brain to have a little more patience with each other, and that makes a big difference over time. Some people combine this with a mental mantra. As they inhale, they think, "I am calm," and as they exhale, "I am strong." It might sound silly, but science backs this up. Thoughts affect physiology. One man, Richard, age 76, emailed us to say he started doing shoulder rolls every time he felt a blood pressure spike coming on. He said it helped him feel like he was in control again, not helpless. That sense of control can lower stress all by itself. And from a mobility standpoint, keeping your shoulders and neck flexible helps maintain good posture, better breathing, and better balance. It's a small movement, but it reaches deep into your system, and anyone can do it. Exercise 3, ankle pumps. This is one most people overlook, but it's especially powerful for people who sit a lot. Whether it's in front of the TV, reading, or just resting, long periods of stillness can allow blood to pool in the lower legs. This creates swelling, fatigue, and over time, it puts extra pressure on your heart to push blood back upward. Ankle pumps help prevent that. While seated or lying down, point your toes away from you, then pull them back toward your body. Do this slowly and with control for 1 to 2 minutes. As you pump, the muscles in your calves and shins wake up and start pulling blood upward, assisting the veins and taking the load off your heart. Now, you might be wondering, can something as small as moving your ankles really impact your heart? The answer is absolutely yes, because your circulatory system is like a two-way road. Blood flows down from your heart, but it also needs to return. And without movement, that return system gets sluggish. Ankle pumps act like mini heart helpers. They stimulate what's called the venous return, pushing blood out of the feet and lower legs where it tends to get stuck. And that's key for reducing swelling, lowering the risk of blood clots, and improving overall circulation. I met a retired bus driver named Linda, 73 years old, who started doing ankle pumps during commercial breaks. She said her feet used to swell up so much she couldn't wear her favorite walking shoes. But after 2 weeks of pumping those ankles every day, she noticed her socks weren't leaving deep marks anymore. And her doctor noticed too. Her blood pressure dropped, and she felt less heavy in her legs. These small changes might not seem exciting, but over time, they're the foundation of better heart health. Let's move on to exercise 4, wall angels. Now don't worry, this isn't gymnastics. Wall angels are a gentle, posture-correcting exercise that supports circulation and eases pressure on the chest. Stand with your back flat against a wall, feet a few inches away, and arms raised like you're making a snow angel. Slowly slide your arms up and down against the wall. This activates your upper back, shoulders, and chest. Why does that matter for your heart? Because poor posture can compress your chest, limit your breathing, and make your heart work harder. Wall angels open you up. The slow movement strengthens muscles that hold your frame upright. And when your chest opens, your lungs fill more completely. That means better oxygen delivery with less effort. Your heart loves that. Deep oxygen-rich breaths lower blood pressure, reduce anxiety, and can even help you sleep better. And here's a bonus. People who do wall angels regularly tend to experience fewer headaches and less neck tension. You're not just helping your heart, you're helping your entire upper body feel younger, taller, and more capable. And don't be discouraged if it feels stiff at first. That's normal. Many people have tight shoulders from years of sitting or working in front of screens. Just aim for 5 slow reps a day and build up. I remember George, a 79-year-old retired teacher, who told me he felt like he was shrinking. His back hurt and his chest felt tight. After 3 weeks of wall angels, he stood taller, breathed easier, and started walking longer without needing to stop and rest. That's the power of opening your posture. Now, exercise 5, heel raises. This one is incredibly simple, but don't underestimate its benefits. Stand behind a chair and hold it lightly for balance. Now lift your heels off the ground so you're standing on your toes, hold for a second, then lower back down. That's it. Heel raises activate your calf muscles, which are essential for pumping blood from your feet back up to your heart. This movement also strengthens your ankles and improves balance. both of which are crucial for maintaining independence as we age. But more than that, heel raises support the small blood vessels in your legs. As we get older, those vessels can lose flexibility. That leads to poor circulation, higher pressure, and a tired heart. But gentle calf work keeps them elastic and responsive. The more responsive your vessels are, the less your heart has to fight to get blood where it needs to go. You're literally reducing internal resistance with every heel lift. And if you want to make it fun, try doing them while brushing your teeth or waiting for the microwave. It's quick, easy, and very effective. Let me tell you about Darlene, 80 years old, from Florida. She wrote to us saying she used to feel dizzy when standing up too fast. Her doctor suggested circulation issues, so she began doing heel raises every morning and night, just 10 reps at a time. Within a month, the dizziness faded, and she stopped needing to sit down every few minutes. That's how your body rewards consistent effort. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what works and doing it often. So at this point, we've covered 5 daily exercises you can do to help prevent heart attacks and lower high blood pressure, without needing any gym memberships, equipment, or pain. And if you're still watching, I want to hear from you. Comment below with the number 5 so I know you've made it this far and that these tips are resonating with you. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's a great time. Click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you'll always know when we release a new video to support your health. All right, now let's take this a step further. Because while movement is critical, how you move and how you think while moving can double the benefit. So let's talk about combining breath with motion. This is exercise 6, the breath and reach stretch. Stand or sit comfortably. As you inhale, raise both arms slowly above your head. Hold for a moment. Then exhale slowly as you bring your arms back down. This may seem basic, but it integrates multiple systems at once. You're improving your range of motion, increasing oxygen intake, and calming your nervous system. Now here's where the magic really happens. When you raise your arms overhead, your rib cage expands. That gives your lungs more room to draw in oxygen. And with deeper oxygen intake, your heart doesn't have to pump as hard. At the same time, your muscles stretch and lengthen. That improves circulation to your extremities and helps reduce stiffness that often builds up from sitting too long. This motion is gentle enough for nearly anyone, but still powerful enough to make a difference over time. And here's something you may not have heard before. Stretching with breath actually stimulates the vagus nerve. That's the nerve responsible for calming your heart rate and stabilizing your blood pressure. So even though you're doing something that looks simple, your body is getting the message. Relax, restore, and return to balance. That message is exactly what aging hearts need to hear. So do this exercise a few times a day. It only takes 60 seconds, but the benefits build up quickly. I remember one man, James from Tennessee, who told me he used to get winded just walking across the room. He thought he needed to rest more, but really what he needed was better breathing and better blood flow. He started doing breath and reach stretches every morning when he got out of bed. After 3 weeks, he was walking longer, sleeping better, and his blood pressure came down 12 points. His secret? Consistency, not intensity. Now let's talk about exercise 7, seated twists. This one is especially helpful for digestion and circulation. 2 things that tend to slow down with age and indirectly affect your heart. Sit tall in a chair, feet flat on the ground. Place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh and gently twist your upper body to the left while keeping your spine straight. Hold for a breath, then return to center and switch sides. Twisting activates your core, stretches your back muscles, and gently massages your internal organs, including the ones that influence blood pressure regulation. What's interesting is that your digestive system and your cardiovascular system are more connected than most people realize. When your digestion is sluggish, it places more stress on your heart. But when you move and twist the body, you stimulate better blood flow through the abdomen, helping everything function more efficiently. Plus, seated twists help release tension in the lower back, improve spinal mobility, and make breathing easier. And we already know how important breathing is for lowering blood pressure. Don't push yourself here. Just aim for 5 slow twists on each side. Remember to breathe. Inhale when you twist, exhale when you come back to center. That rhythm helps reinforce calm, stable energy. And for people who sit a lot, this movement helps break up that locked-in stiffness. Mary, 77 years old, told us she used to feel stuck in her body. Tight hips, stiff ribs, even shallow breathing. After adding seated twists to her daily routine, she felt looser, more mobile, and much more awake. Next up is exercise 8, hand squeeze and release. This one is often overlooked, but it's incredibly useful for improving circulation in the hands and forearms, especially for those dealing with cold fingers or arthritis. Simply hold a soft ball or rolled towel in your hand, squeeze it for 5 seconds, then release. Do this 10 times in each hand. What does this have to do with heart health? A lot more than you think. Strong grip strength has been linked to better cardiovascular health in numerous studies. And grip strength is something you can improve at any age. This small action sends blood rushing into the hand, strengthens the small vessels, and helps your arteries stay flexible. It also helps people with high blood pressure feel calmer because it gives the hands something to focus on. A calming, repetitive movement that activates your nervous system's rest response. That's no small thing. And when done regularly, it improves dexterity and makes daily tasks easier. From buttoning shirts to holding groceries to opening jars. I got an email from Barbara, 84 years old, who started hand squeezes after a fall that left her feeling weak and afraid. She began with 5 reps in each hand using a stress ball while watching her afternoon shows. Within a month, her hands stopped trembling, and she said her heart didn't feel like it was racing every time she moved around the kitchen. Her doctor said her circulation had noticeably improved, and she finally felt confident holding her coffee mug again. Exercise 9 is a classic but crucial one. Neck tilts with breath control. We store a lot of stress in our neck and jaw, and that stress often causes tension that radiates down into our chest and upper back, leading to shallow breathing and even increased blood pressure. To counter this, sit comfortably. Tilt your head gently to the right, hold for a breath, then return to center. Repeat on the left. Do this slowly and with full breath cycles. This movement activates lymph flow, improves blood supply to the brain, and eases upper body tension. When your neck is tight, your arteries can constrict slightly, which places more demand on your heart. So by loosening your neck muscles, you're reducing internal resistance and improving blood flow to the head and heart. This can even help reduce the severity of headaches, dizziness, and that foggy feeling that many older adults experience. And don't forget to breathe deeply through this. The breath is half the work here. Think of it like clearing the traffic from the road between your brain and your heart. One of our longtime viewers, Albert from Pennsylvania, age 79, wrote in to say he used to get lightheaded when turning his head too quickly. After doing neck tilts daily for 2 weeks, combined with slow breathing, he noticed fewer dizzy spells and more mental clarity. It wasn't a drastic change overnight, but it was real. That's the power of small movements with focused breath. Your body responds even when you're not pushing it hard. Now let's move on to exercise 10, toe spreads and curls. Most people don't give their feet enough attention, but your feet are like the foundation of your circulatory house. If blood isn't moving freely there, it affects your entire system, including your heart. Sit in a chair, remove your shoes and try this. Spread your toes wide, then curl them inward like you're picking up something. Hold for a second, then release. Do this 10 times on each foot. It may feel odd at first, but you're waking up small muscles that help with balance, circulation, and nerve health. Poor foot circulation is common after 60, and what many people don't realize is that when your feet are cold, numb, or weak, it can increase stress signals throughout the body. That leads to elevated heart rate, higher blood pressure, and even poor sleep. Toe curls and spreads stimulate blood flow and reduce stagnation. It's like reminding your body that your feet still matter. And when they're moving well, the rest of you does too. You can do this in the morning, before bed, or anytime you're sitting down. It requires nothing but awareness. Exercise 11. Seated side bends. This one helps loosen up the ribs and waist while stimulating blood flow around your core and spine. Sit tall in a chair, raise your right arm overhead, and gently lean to the left, keeping your chest open. Come back to center, then switch sides. As you bend, you're stretching the muscles between your ribs and activating muscles that support your spine and lungs. That makes breathing deeper and improves circulation to the trunk, which includes major arteries. Here's why that matters. When the middle of your body is stiff, your heart has to work harder to move oxygen-rich blood through that area. But when it's loose and flexible, blood flows more freely and efficiently. This lowers internal tension and supports the natural rhythm of your heart. Plus, it helps prevent that hunched-over posture many people develop with age. When your torso stays mobile, your body feels lighter and more balanced. And again, don't rush it. The slower you move, the more benefit you'll feel. Exercise 12 is called hand-to-heart taps. This one may sound symbolic, but it has real science behind it. Place your palm over your chest. Now, using 2 fingers from the other hand, gently tap your sternum for about 30 seconds. Tap lightly, like a soft knock. What this does is stimulate your thymus gland, which plays a role in immune function and emotional regulation. It also activates acupressure points that help calm the nervous system and slow down rapid heartbeats. You might feel a strange sense of calm as you do it. That's good. Some people combine it with affirmations or gratitude. One woman, Cindy, age 83, told us she taps her chest every night while repeating, "I am strong, I am healing, I am calm." It helps her fall asleep and has become part of her blood pressure management routine. You don't have to believe in energy healing or alternative medicine to benefit from this. Gentle touch, rhythm, and self-awareness, all of that supports cardiovascular balance. All right, we're getting close to the end, but I want to give you one more tool, exercise 13, which is simply called the daily walk and talk. This one isn't done in a chair or against a wall. It's done with your feet on the ground and your voice in the air. Go for a short walk. 5 minutes is enough. And as you walk, talk out loud. You can talk to a friend, a spouse, your dog, or even yourself. The key is to engage your breath, your legs, and your thoughts all at once. Why is this so effective? Because when you move while speaking, your heart rate rises in a safe, steady way. You breathe deeper, your mood lifts, and your mind sharpens. It's like a full-body reboot. And for many people over 60, isolation is just as dangerous as inactivity. So walking and talking, even if it's to the trees or the sky, is powerful medicine. You become more connected to the world and more aware of your body. I remember Clarence, 86, who called us after watching one of our videos. He said he started walking his driveway every evening, narrating what he saw out loud. "There's the neighbor's cat again. There's the moon. I think I'll grill chicken tomorrow." Just whatever came to mind. He told us he hadn't felt that mentally clear or emotionally grounded in years. And his blood pressure went from 158/90 to 132/82 within a month. All because of movement plus mindful speech. So now you've got 13 powerful, simple, and safe exercises that can be done daily to protect your heart, lower your blood pressure, and restore the energy and confidence that aging sometimes tries to steal from us. But here's the truth. Not one of these exercises will work if they stay in your head. They have to be practiced, even just a little each day. This isn't about perfection, it's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. Even if you start with just one exercise, because motion is medicine, and every small movement tells your body, "I still care. I'm still here. I'm still strong." If you're watching this and wondering where to begin, start with your favorite one. That's it. Just one. Do it today. Tomorrow, do it again, or try another. If you can string together 3 days in a row, you'll start feeling a shift. Your joints feel looser, your breathing gets easier, your heart doesn't thump as hard after a walk to the mailbox. And those numbers at the doctor's office, they start trending in the right direction. Not because of some miracle supplement, not because of a new pill, but because you took control of your movement, your breath, and your mindset. And if you're thinking, "I'm too old for this," or "it's too late for me," I want to gently challenge that. The human body is amazing. It responds at every age. Muscles grow stronger even in your 90s. Blood pressure improves with just weeks of activity. And your heart, even if it's been through a lot, still wants to serve you. You just have to meet it halfway. And these movements, they're your way of doing that. They're not hard, they don't take long, but they do take a decision. And I hope today you'll make that decision. I also want to say this, you're not alone. Thousands of seniors across the country are watching these videos, trying these same exercises, and sharing their progress in the comments. If you've made it this far in the video, comment the number 13 below to let us know you're part of this community. Let us know which exercise you plan to start with, and let's keep each other accountable, because we are stronger together. And when you share your story, even just a small success, you inspire someone else to take that first step too. Also, if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. It helps us reach more people who need this message. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that now. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. We post helpful, real-world health advice designed specifically for older adults. No hype, no gimmicks, just what works. Your support helps us keep making content that supports you. And before we go, let's take one deep breath together. Inhale slowly through your nose and exhale gently through your mouth. Feels good, right? That breath is your reminder. You're still here, still strong, and still capable of changing your health one day at a time. Getting older doesn't mean giving up. It means getting smarter about how you take care of yourself. It means tuning in instead of checking out. It means knowing your heart is still your partner, not your enemy. So today, I invite you to keep going. Walk a little, breathe a little deeper, stretch a little wider, move with intention. Trust your body and trust the process. Because no matter where you're starting from, every step forward is still a step forward, and your heart will thank you for it. Remember, it's never too late, and you're never too old to feel better than you do right now. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for choosing to care for your health, your body, and your future. We're proud of you, and we're here for you. Leave a comment below and let us know how you're doing. We love hearing your progress, your questions, your stories. It means more than you know, and we read every single one. If you want more heart-friendly exercises, breathing techniques, and natural strategies to lower blood pressure, make sure to check out our other videos linked at the end of this one. There's always something new to learn and try. Until then, take care of yourself, stay active, stay hopeful, and we'll see you in the next video.